in.
bans.
Let the action begin.
Here we go. I believe there might be a ban loss for the Old Man Gaming, but I'm not sure. Jarvan being banned by Murray State University.
I remember they said in chat that they had a ban lost.
Yeah, but I'm not sure.
I couldn't tell if they were joking. Or
yeah,
not.
I couldn't tell either.
Our team enjoys trolling. Yeah, Vlad ban definitely a pick away from Pizzeria there. He loves his Vlad. He does very well on it. Jarvan and Syndra ban. Syndra ADC is really hard to face. Skraw's not particularly good against Syndra ADC, so that's a good takeaway. Aphelios is an interesting takeaway because I know Skraw is really good on Aphelios, but has no idea what he does. He just presses buttons and he wins somehow.
We actually got in a little bit of trouble for the way we casted the last Aphelios game because he went, they made me pick him.
Oh, right.
The Orn comes out from Murray State University.
There it is.
That's what we're talking about.
You love to see it. Now, is this an Orn top or an Orn mid?
This is an Orn top, guaranteed.
Okay. And then we
Shen
got
is the counter.
Shen, and they let the Olaf through. This happened last time,
and time again. Saturday.
This happened, yep.
You cannot let Olaf, especially against a Sejuani.
Yes.
The clear speed is ridiculously different between these two junglers. It's not an easy fox is bad and a solo queue hero is really good. Right. Olaf is just a speed demon when it comes to clearing jungle camps. I can't believe they let Olaf through.
And when it comes to, especially in competitive play, where one camp will make the difference between a level 3 and a level 4 in a gank and a counter gank, I mean, that's huge right there. Or
It's
a level
huge.
2 and a level 3 where you get a whole nother ability. It's those tiny things which, especially in competitive, will make all the difference in the world.
Yep.
The Ari band coming out, an interesting decision. Mordekaiser band coming out, very good choice. And a Katarina band? Do you disagree with the Mordekaiser band?
I don't know if they should have done the Mordekaiser band at this point. Shen's already on the field. I don't believe it's going to be a Shen support or a Shen jungle ever.
That's true.
So the Mordekaiser band kind of feels a little wasted unless they thought he was going to go mid with it.
That's a possibility. I don't know if Mord maybe counters Orianna. I'm not sure. Ezreal, a very interesting pick because Ezreal has kind of struggled to find another place ever since.
Should I open this?
A rune called Kleptomancy. I'm scared. Are we gonna have another 5-minute delay? I'll just keep talking.
Yeah.
Ezreal has had a bit of a rough patch, and looks like maybe we'll get a Yuumi with Ignite Heal. Are we gonna get there? It is the Yuumi. So Ezreal Yuumi, obviously a very safe lane, probably one of the safest lanes in League of Legends. You get the speed, you got the Realm Warp, I think that's called. But unfortunately, ever since Kleptomancy has disappeared, people aren't really sure what you play on Ezreal. What I've seen most commonly is Conqueror. I've seen some Hail of Blades Ezreal, electrocute Ezreal, but without that early poke pressure that helps him get ahead just by hitting people with his abilities, Ezreal has really struggled to find a place in the new meta. So I'm excited to see if they can play him really well, and maybe they'll prove me wrong on whether or not he is good anymore. But yeah, looking at the team comps, I would say if they hadn't picked Ezreal, I would like Old Man Gaming's better. But because of the Ezreal pick, because I don't rate him very highly in the current meta, I think I'm actually favoring Murray State's comp right now.
I got you. So you're not feeling.
I'm just not feeling the Ezreal.
The Ezreal, and I totally, I get that. I really do because I've watched a lot of Ezreals lately, and I realize that's not like the best way to gauge it is, oh yeah, you've seen some people play Ezreal on stream.
Right.
But it's like you said, he's just not.
He just doesn't have a... It's not so much that he's a bad champion, it's there are champions similar to Ezreal that are better than Ezreal.
Right.
Like Senna is a caster-based champion, by and large. And she does more damage than Ezreal. So Ezreal's fine, but there are other champions that are better that do jobs similar to his.
Sure.
That would be more ideal in the situation. Also, interesting, Yuumi is taking heal. Oh, Ezreal's taking teleport. Okay, that makes sense now. Heals do not stack. Once you press heal, the amount of healing you get from other things is reduced by 30% for a certain amount of time, 30, 35 seconds.
Okay. I was not aware of that. I didn't realize heals did not stack. That's good to know. See? I'm just looking up a rule real quick, everybody. I'm pretty sure we're perfectly okay, but KG wanted me to double check, so I'm double checking.
Just don't want to be disqualified.
Yeah, we don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Better
we don't
safe
have
than
any
sorry.
problems. Here we go. Da-da-da-da-da. If a team
So as I'm looking at a big
must
thing
be ready
to
10 minutes, which is what we were calling about.
3-minute delay.
Where does it say that?
May stream matches with a minimum of 3-minute delay.
Yeah, so we have the minimum
okay, so we're
3
good
minutes.
because we've got the
spectator delay.
Perfect. So I'm looking at their ultimates right now and how they can. A big thing to do, especially in competitive, is everybody coordinates their ultimates. You try and stack them on top of each other. It's pretty popular in Overwatch too, which will be happening tomorrow.
Yes, it will.
Shameless plug. And Olaf runs in, Yumi ults, Vel'Koz ults, Ezreal ults. They've got pretty good ult chains, but also so does Murray State, with Ornn ults, Sejuani ults, Orianna ults on top of it.
Right.
They have pretty similar ult, I guess, theories. The kind of thing they do is pretty similar. So they both have very hard engage ults.
I'm curious to see if Murray State combo global ultis. Shoots a Senna ulti and fires a rocket
and fires
through
a
it.
Jinx ulti right after.
That way, they're going to hit something.
There you go. Just spread it out. Double your chances of hitting something.
Yeah, double your pleasure, double your fun. So I think we're good there. I checked the rule book just in case we were maybe too fast on the stream, in case we needed extra delay. It just says it has to be 3-minute delay. As far as I'm concerned, the spectator delay puts us 3 minutes behind the match anyway.
Yep.
We're in a different room. It should be no big problem. So we're not going to sweat it. And now for the skin game. Who's going to win?
Oh, that's right.
Murray State always has kind of an upper hand here because we do have League unlocked.
That is true.
So
we did have that one blasphemous day when Easy Fox didn't take a skin. And now we have no Senna skin.
And KG, no Senna skin. He has access. Well, actually, she doesn't have that many skins.
Neither of the supports have a skin. So maybe we're okay. I didn't really get a chance to admire the other skins we had.
Fast.
Everyone has pretty good machines, apparently. All right.
So we are in the game here.
We are.
Murray State University in the red and Old Man Gaming in the... No, I've got it backwards. They switched sides on me, folks.
They switched and switched back,
They switched and switched back, yeah. So I do apologize. The logos and everything are backwards. I can try to get those swapped, but the match is already going. Just know Murray State is in... No, I've got it right. Hey, Murray State's in blue. Old Man Gaming is in red. We've got it right.
Now the question is, did they switch and switch back, or did they never switch in the first place?
I don't know, but it looks like we're going for an early mid invade here.
And
everyone's questioning
lots of things on Blackwing. We're off to a fantastic start.
Not sure what the thought process was.
He will go back, though.
There.
It takes 32 seconds to walk, or 29 seconds to walk to mid lane, and 32 seconds to walk to the side lanes. He'll be back in plenty of time.
No one forgot items, so that's good.
And good. I have been there, done that.
I have as well. It really made me question the jungle because I was like, what the... I didn't get level 2.
Yes.
How much you want to bet that's Scraw right now?
And if anyone wants to direct their eyes to the lower right-hand corner, the pings are continuing on Blackwing. The poor man.
It's not solo queue, so I don't think it'll actually ban him from pinging.
That's true. That's where they are.
It's going to be one of those Friday nights, isn't it, folks?
And Blackwing's mentally preparing himself for a night of flame.
Yep.
The minions have met in the middle. Yumi actually tends to give a pretty good leash, especially in the early game, because she'll just heal up Olaf, who will heal up anyway.
Right.
For the damage he's taking, which will put him ahead a little bit in the jungle. Sejuani has good clear, but as you can see, Olaf has finished his.
Actually, Olaf is a little behind.
He's a tiny bit behind. Did he miss an ability maybe?
Maybe he missed an axe. I'm curious to see how this plays out. This is it's going to make or break the match in my mind.
Exactly, yeah.
Is jungle right now.
It is, especially jungle, and you can tell Riot agrees because they've been adding so many more champions to jungle right now. Jungle, I would say, is the most important role right now. And I know there was a questionnaire done by High Elo. Is Diamond 1 to Challenger? People were asked what role. Oh, we got some action down in the bot lane.
KG taking a lot of poke.
Yeah, and he looks like he's going to have to heal up. They do have the level 2 advantage. He does miss the rune, unfortunately. Orianna's taking a little bit of harass to try and get some farm. We got a little bit of fight in the top lane. Got that Ornn doing that percentage damage because That is what Ornn does.
That's what Ornn does.
And it looks like they may have landed a root in the bot lane. Coming up back top, Ornn is a little bit ahead in the CS, actually. He's controlling these lanes pretty well, trying to keep Shen away. And I'm curious if Shen is going to go for a Titanic Hydra rush, or if he's going to go for the more tank build and maybe rush like a Deadman's Blade or something. Maybe a Thornmail, we'll see.
Again, it will probably depend on the Olaf there.
Oh,
Olaf
Ornn
could go tank.
Did he get the cannons? I think he got
Oh, we've got an early invade here in the jungle.
Ooh.
Look at this, Sejuani coming out to play.
3-on-3. Sejuani has vision on it. Ornn is coming down, but however, they do have vision right there, so Olaf will be aware. We got that early jungle fight coming in, and it looks like Olaf is going to have to flash away. He throws back an axe, but Sejuani cannot be stopped. We have a smite coming down on top of the minions, and Olaf is going to go back in, which I don't think I would have advised, and maybe he's going to go down, but he got it with the first blood. Outstanding. It looks like they will trade kills, but that is worth. That is 100 more gold to Murray State than Old Man Gaming got. For, I would say, what's going to start out to be a very good night of League of Legends.
Absolutely.
I'm excited. So you're a jungle main.
Yeah.
Break that down for me.
So basically what happened was, in the new season in the jungle...
we got the knock-up. We got that true damage. Sorry.
No, I don't know if we're
You
going
get
to
3
be
stacks
able
on Vel'Koz, and you get 2 damage. We got more fighting in the top lane. This is why you watch college League of Legends right here. Every lane is fighting because we can.
We will not have to bore you with any silly
Exactly. There's not much need for filler content here. Yeah. Okay, first blood while we have a second.
Yeah, first blood while we have a second. This season with the jungle, a lot of people still aren't doing it. I'm glad to see Murray State doing it now. You get to level 3, you start invading hard and fast. If you don't, you're going to get behind. And what Sejuani did there was start an invade, get a little damage in, let Olaf maybe try to go away. He stayed. Bad idea. Sejuani was able to capitalize on that and get the first blood.
Interesting. But I thought it was interesting that Olaf almost made it. Despite having almost no life compared to Sejuani, he almost killed Sejuani anyway, which is such a problem if you think about it. Give him a few more levels in that unstoppable level 6.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you just can't let the Ornn pick through. So it looks like Shen is actually ahead in level right now. I guess Ornn going down to potentially help the Olaf, set him behind. So even though he's ahead in farm, he is behind in level. And it looks like Shen's going deep on him. Will he be able to kill him? I don't think he will. And it looks like Pizzeria might be able to just auto him down, but Shen is forced to flash out. And then earlier while we were talking, Orianna was forced to flash away from the Vel'Koz, who was up by... looks like we got a gank coming down on the top lane. We got Senna coming down. We landed a double root, and it looks like they're just going to kite it out. Will KT be able to make it out alive? And it looks like he'll be okay. They're going to try and get a little bit of return damage, and it looks like...
Quite a bit.
I mean, that turned out pretty well, considering Olaf, I think, walked away maybe just a little too fast right there.
Yeah.
And it left a gap for them to be able to kite them away with their superior damage. Obviously, Senna, Ezreal, or not Senna, Ezreal. Jinx, Senna will outdamage an Ezreal Yuumi any day of the week.
And they do have the range difference there, too. Oh, and we just got an alert of some kind. The Chief subscribed for 4 months. He says, "You know I love you all. Thank you very much, Chief."
Oh, thanks, Chief.
We do apologize that the
too.
alert box is not turned on. That is my fault. I will turn it back on as soon as I can. Don't want to miss any of this action. We will get it back up.
So we got another knockup from Ornn. I think he's landed almost all of those. We got Sejuani coming in for a juicy gank. Ornn hit level 6. That was a perfect timing on that. And it looks like Shen's going to go down. Remember, he doesn't have flash from earlier. Who are they going to give this kill to? He's running. I don't think it's going to do that much. And it looks like maybe they're going to give it to Sejuani. Yep. And they will do that. But at the same time, it looks like Vel'Koz did kill Orianna in the mid lane. Orianna had to blow the flash earlier and was probably unable to get away, and I assume she did blow her ult. So it looks like she hit level 6 before Orianna, all into her, got her, and Orianna does have teleport, however, so she shouldn't miss too many minions.
Now let's talk about this top level gank right now. Ornn was fighting Shen. Sejuani knew that Olaf was in the top. So there was no concern about Dragon for the time being.
Right.
Went on the gank. Olaf had no way to come back in. They took out. Now, that Olaf is changing in here to try to get this first Dragon. Murray State's not really going to be able to counter this. I don't agree with Orianna being down here right now. They back away, though.
Oh, we got that. Oh, the flash. The animation goes through anyway, and Olaf does go down. That's what.
And they're going to steal Dragon.
And they're going to get the Dragon, and there it is.
Beautiful
this
play
is the kind of
State.
thing that I wanted to see from Murray State, where they're all converging on these objectives together, where 2 people went top lane, and they got a kill. Then everybody comes down bot lane, and they steal the Dragon and got a kill. I know Olaf flashed away, but I think because the ult animation had started, it went ahead and went through, even though he was not on top of it anymore, and it looked a little jank, but such is the way of Reno.
Welcome to League.
Welcome to League, where a little jank is Riot's motto.
Yep. A little spaghetti.
Oh, we got that
in the
taunt
code.
coming in, and Shen keeps trying to fight the Olaf with that Cinder Hulk. Pardon?
That's Ornn.
That's Ornn, yes.
But yeah, he's fighting with the
I get
Cinder Hulk.
excited, and my mouth functions faster than my brain.
Yeah, he's not able to do any damage, but he's also not tanking very well. Shen isn't right now.
He's
He's using
not.
his tank abilities, but Ornn is just getting on through.
Yep, and Ornn is actually significantly ahead in CS. Looks like 23 CS ahead. He's got the same item that Shen does, that Cinder Hulk, in addition to... Oh, looks like Shen's going in with the taunt, and he keeps trying to fight him. He's got some empowered autos coming off. Ornn does miss that attack right there, the charge, the pillar, and he does a little bit of percentage damage, and he walks back. That would have been such a good trade from Shen if he hadn't taken minion aggro.
Yep.
He didn't have any minions there, with 6 minions to no minions. But he looks like he's just trying to farm up, poke around a little bit. Ornn grabbing that plant, that lets him stay in lane a little longer. Ornn obviously can build in lane, so he doesn't have to worry about it. And here we see Murray State again, converging on an objective together.
Dragon's down, so there's no reason not to go ahead and take that Rift Herald. Even if they don't use it, even if it gets killed, that's extra gold, that's extra experience points. Why not do it?
And it lets Shen push in just a little bit so that Ornn can come back and he doesn't have to sit around tower. And he can build in lane, so as long as he's not low on life, he's good to go.
Yeah. And again, Murray State still has the top end vision game tonight.
Yep.
Look, Murray State just needs one ward in the enemy jungle, and they know where Olaf is half the time, which lets them control these objectives that much better.
So what do you think about the decision of neither jungler to take sweeper? Oh, it looks like we got a little bit of action down here, but I don't believe either jungle has sweeper right now.
They do not. I usually go sweeper. I'm trying to work up to that skill level where you drop a ward, teleport back, switch to sweeper, then move forward.
Yep.
I think...
Pro strats, we call that.
Yeah, pro strats. I think maybe both teams were just kind of feeling out. Let's go ahead and get vision down. Let's not worry about clearing vision, because maybe they're not that top level.
Oh, we got the root coming in. We got some damage coming in. Will Jinx. We got a flash away from Ezreal, and it looks like we've got 2 ultimates coming in on each other. Orianna, I think, will actually be able to make it out. She is forced to flash. We got Sejuani right there, so Vel'Koz will not be able to follow. Ornn does do a little bit of tower dive, takes 1 shot, but he's really quite tanky.
He's already so tanky.
He doesn't seem like it bothers him too much. We got Olaf down there in the bot lane. Murray State's doing a really good job of keeping vision right there in that bush. We see a lot of pings coming down. Looks like we're going to have a good old fight in the river. Ezreal's low, and they know he doesn't have flash. So maybe they're going to try and collapse on this Olaf, who is choosing to back off. We got a little bit of a fight. Scraw landed one of his abilities. Olaf's coming in. He does have that level 6. He goes in. He's level 6. We got ourselves a fight in the river. Coming in. Everyone's fighting. Everyone's going down. We got...
Shen came in.
Shen came in, got a double kill. That Shen ultimate, very strong, and it looks like maybe Blackwing will also go down. We got the Yuumi ult. It was interesting that that was saved, and it looks like Orianna will go down as well.
And with that, the tide turns in favor of Old Man Gaming.
There it is. And Murray State's, surprisingly, still ahead on gold.
Still ahead on gold.
Which I would not have expected it. Oh, Sejuani going deep in on that Vel'Koz. Can he get that? He got one more. He got the stun off, popped the barrier, is forced to back off because he got too near tower. He ultimate, and he got the flash. Both summoner spells for 1 ultimate. That is worth. Olaf going into the top lane. He's going to try and kill Ornn. It looks like Ornn's just going to try and back off. I suspect he is dead, however. Olaf does so much damage. He's got that Conqueror. We got that flash. He's going to try and dodge that axe. It will be to no avail. Olaf will probably be able to take him down here. And Olaf, it looks like, is back in the game because
took
that's
over
just
the level
who
lead
Olaf is.
Yeah.
As a person.
He's a steamroller, and this is what happens. They summon the Rift Herald. I believe they maybe got 2 plates off, which is about what you expect to get via a Rift Herald while plates are still active in the game. You all right there?
Yes.
Okay. And Murray State still trying to control this wave game. Ornn is going to have to show back up in lane soon.
So it looks like a lot of Old Man's Gaming's lane and pressure. It looks like Vel'Koz is going to be the big silly champ. Vel'Koz's name I just noticed and appreciate. I think he's going to be kind of their win condition. Ezreal just needs to scale. And he's doing a good job of not dying. He's a little bit behind on farm, but it's better to be behind on farm than behind on farm and be feeding deaths.
Right, right.
So
Murray State putting a lot of plate damage in and going for the second dragon. No contest here. Yumi's around. Ezreal's kind of around. I'm not sure unless they get a crazy dive all of a sudden. Nope, Murray State takes the second dragon.
And I think the big thing looking at the map right now is the plates. That's why Murray State is ahead, because they've taken 4 plates, 3 plates, 4 plates
Right.
to 0, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0. Their towers are safe. They've just got to play a little bit more conservatively. Watch out
Ooh,
for
we got
these
that taunt
dives.
coming in. It looks like it's going to be Force Switch. It's going to make them take tower aggro. He's going to try and take out the tower. He does not manage to do it, but he rushes out of there before any deaths. And
going for a bait there. He's
is he gonna... It looks like he was maybe trying to... He does have ultimate up.
oh, maybe looking for a long
Are
range.
we going to look for a fight right here in the top lane? It looks like both parties are considering it. Old Man Gaming does not know where Sejuani is. However, both junglers are in the bot lane. Looks like we might also have a fight in the bot lane with Olaf taking that blast plan up. We have a summoner
we
DC.
have a summoner
I suspect
DC.
we'll have a pause here.
We may get a pause from that.
Second.
Yep.
There it is.
There's the pause. So these players, obviously, sometimes you have network connection
Right.
issues. They are playing remotely, all of them, so disconnects are bound to happen. Luckily, Riot has a pause feature built in.
Yes.
I don't know if you've been around during an Overwatch match, but when a person DCs, everyone just decides to stop. It's basically an honor system right now because there is not a pause in Overwatch.
I watched a game recently where it was an hour and a half pause. It wasn't recently. It was a few months ago. It was in Overwatch. There was some huge bug on the map, and so all the players had to go through and watch through the footage and recreate the exact scenarios that led up to that point.
Oh my
so that the match could continue from where it was after they restarted it. And I remember my brother actually was the one who was really interested in it. My brother is a high diamond, low masters Overwatch player. He actually coached Murray a little bit. And I just remember him saying it's one of the longest pauses in history. And then half an hour later, he said, and we're still paused. And we're waiting. And I just...
There is a 30-minute time limit, obviously, for League. If it was Pro Scene, I believe they can extend it depending on what the extra problem is. Because usually it's on Riot.
Servers.
It's not on the players there. So Riot, let's see. Now, of course, we did have, what was it, Season 2 of LCS Championships or World Championships, where they had to remake the game, I believe, 8 or 9 times. And it was a semifinals match. And everyone had flown out to, like, California Staples Center. I'm not exactly sure about the details, but essentially what happened was they were like, we've been trying to restart this game for 12 hours now. We're just going to let you guys run wild in the merch store. We bought pizza for everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening and come back tomorrow for League of Legends. We've also refunded your tickets, so it didn't cost you anything to come here today. You can have all the merch you want, have some pizza. We're sorry. That was back before Riot actually had private servers.
Right.
So all the computers still had to connect to the internet. They were having so many internet problems that day that they had no control over. They had to keep recreating. And at that point, the teams were exhausted from setting around trying to recreate the match.
Imagine trying to play a very intense, mentally intense game. Obviously, not so much physically.
Right.
I can feel my metabolism dropping the more I play. But such a mentally intense game.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't have sat there all day.
No. I was almost going to agree and say I couldn't either, but I think I'm going to be sitting all day doing video games tomorrow for a 24-hour stream. So maybe I can't say that.
You're still young. I think if you're playing, though, it's a little different. Like, could you imagine the caster's desk?
What do you talk about for that long?
Yeah, what do you talk about for 9 hours? We're still having technical difficulties.
I know. We've covered every League of Legends, event ever over the past 10 hours.
There are only 50 champions at this point in time in League, and we've gone through them in detail.
Which may be what we have to resort to here.
So, let's break down some of these early plays again while we do have pause time, because what that'll do is actually end the pause center. The first blood, I'm really happy with how Easy Fox is playing this jungle. From the get-go, it's that more aggressive. But if you notice, Olaf is a level ahead.
He is, and
he is only one CS down.
Exactly, despite
how
CS little pressure he was able to have in the early game and being 0-2.
But 4 assists and being in lane.
Exactly.
He is sapping XP from his laners, but they are all... Vel'Koz is ahead. And
significantly.
Yeah, and Shen is the only one that's really behind.
Yes, and even Shen, it's not as much of an issue if he's behind, because Shen's objective is You farm up, you get tanky, and then you press R on the person most likely to die in the
Right.
next 10
You
seconds.
get in the way.
That is exactly. Your objective is to be the annoying player.
Yeah,
where
he's
you're
the top
sitting in
lane
top
Braum.
lane. Yep. he sits there, and then he ults away, and whoever's in top lane just says, Shen ult.
Yep.
and that's it. There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do.
And then a good Shen will ult while he has teleport up, and then he'll teleport back to lane, and he won't miss any minions.
Right.
But the real downside of Shen is if you ult and you don't get anything off of it, you've lost so much pressure in your lane.
It's an expensive ult where, you know, some have a low cooldown and it's easy to kind of Soraka ult.
Exactly.
Just press it when there's a fight going on. Okay, you healed some people. It's not the end of the world. If of course I've had situations where I've been playing, say, Warwick for 2 or 3 hours, and then I'll be auto-filled support, and I'll pick Soraka just because that's who I'm comfortable with, and I'll be like, oh yeah, team fight, R. And if you guys don't know, Soraka does not jump onto the enemy and rip their face off. She just magically heals everybody. So it's a little misclick there. Those do occur.
It's when you're mentally still an angry cyborg wolf. Is that what he is?
That's the one I play. I play the Project Warwick skin. So
Okay.
yeah, he's kind of a steampunk cyborg wolf in general.
Okay.
He's got like an engine on his back or something.
What an absolute unit.
It's that green Noxus stuff they pump into him, if I remember the lore correctly.
I feel like I need to catch up on. They've really reshaped the lore.
They have
in the past few years to give it, instead of every champ kind of has their own little world, they're bringing it all together. And I think Sylas was the big one where they were like, okay, you know, this is where I guess maybe Pike to Sylas was like the kingdoms are at war.
Yeah. I mean, Runeterra had always kind of been around.
That's true, yeah.
And, you know, they always talk about these different regions in Runeterra, but they hadn't really had them super interacting. You know, Noxus and Demacia were kind of at odds. I didn't realize that there's, like, a whole Asian area that's, like, Karma, Irelia, Kennen, Yasuo.
That makes sense.
Akali, Shen.
Is Lee Sin there as well?
Lee Sin, I think he's a different area, actually.
Is he? Okay.
It's really hard to tell. I bet most of my lore comes from watching the music videos that they release.
I love the music
So
videos.
when Legends Never Die plays, I just watch Lee Sin kick a tree for like 5 minutes. And Ash shoots some arrows.
Yep.
And
he's back.
Hellcause is back. We are getting back in this match. Thanks for staying with us through our old man ramblings, essentially.
Yes,
we are just
as we talk about
talking about League of Legends.
Comics.
Yeah, now there's a Zed and Talon. It's a Zed comic, I believe, but it's about Zed and Talon.
Okay.
And their kind of journey as people.
Interesting.
Yeah. So while we're still waiting for him to connect in, you know, I mentioned we talked about how they're trying to put more non-junglers in the jungle. Garen, Talon, Zed. There's an attack right off the bat.
Starting off good, right out of the pause.
We'll go right back into the
straight out the pause.
We'll worry about those other junglers. Gnar is one of the junglers. But I watched somebody play it. It was way too slow for my taste.
Yeah, Gnar has pretty bad clear, and it's a Sejuani type jungler. Oh, speaking of Sejuani type junglers, we got Olaf getting caught out again with that root. He does press ult, so he gets away from it. Looks like they're going to try and turn this with Ezreal coming up with a Yuumi ultimate. We got Senna caught right there. The knockup does miss. I don't think he's going to survive. He is taken down by Olaf. We got the Ornn ult coming in with that teleport. He knocks up 2 people. We got Vel'Koz going down to Skrull for 500 gold. We got a double kill on Skrull, it looks like. And then Shen does take out someone as well, but it looks like this is going to go in the favor of Murray State with them taking out pretty much the entire team for the first ace of the game.
And they got first turret.
They did. That was well played by Murray State.
That was beautifully played by Murray State. Honestly, I thought that was going to just be a quick little double kill in favor of Old Man Gaming, and that was going to be the end of it. And Murray State came out of nowhere.
Everybody showed up for the party.
Yep.
So
wonderful coordination.
That was really well played by Murray State. That's the kind of the team fights I wanted to see, and I'm actually able to watch it again on my phone on a slight delay, so I can basically
instant
see what
replay, old
better.
School style.
Exactly, yeah.
I'll just watch the stream.
Old school being my smartphone playing it slightly slower.
It's 3 minutes behind.
And yeah, Murray State, they played that really well.
Oh,
Olaf got a little bit caught out, and it looks like he's going to be caught out again, and he's going down for the second time. Murray State snowballing their lead quite well,
They're doing exactly what they need to do now. Steal that enemy jungle. They have got to lock down this Olaf. They're proving me wrong. They have shut down this Olaf pretty much already.
And maybe that was their plan from the beginning was, okay, if they pick Olaf, you know, that's who we focus, that's who we take out. Try and get him behind so that he doesn't just stomp games as Olaf do. And it looks like KG11 is going to be going in. He's going to try and 1v1 this Ezreal, and he does.
Forehead. What is it you kids say? Yeet?
Yeet,
Was
yeah.
that a pretty yeet? I mean, the support just 1v1 the ADC.
Oh my. Speaking of old men gaming, yeet is when you throw something. Yeet is for distance, and then Kobe is for accuracy. For throwing something. That's how it is.
Respect.
If we have anybody
Moment of
under
silence.
the age of 50 in the chat that would like to back me up on this.
I mean, at least I know who Kobe was. So
That's true.
yeah, he did play basketball while I was alive.
I never got into pro basketball. It always seemed like, you know, very giant men on a very tiny court.
I mean, yeah. What more do you need?
Well, that's true. I like college ball.
College ball is great. Again, it's just that much more exciting.
Exactly. More happens.
Yep. So what do you want to see next from Murray State?
For Murray State,
We're up 10 kills, 2 dragons, and 3 towers at this point. When did that happen? We've really got to watch this game.
There's so much that goes on. I was watching some professional streamers trying to get some tips on how to cast for them, and it's just a whole different ball game.
It is.
Pro, because you just got to have so much filler. Here, we got to fight every 10 minutes. You know, we got 18 kills at 16 minutes, and that's the kind of game I love. We got Sejuani going in here. He's super tanky. We got the Oriana ult. That was beautiful.
My.
Looks like Olaf is going to try and kill the Blackwing before he goes down, and he does get that, but they both had to flash. Sejuani, I think, can take him out here, and he does get the double kill. That is a 2-for-1. That is always worth. I do not believe Blackwing was worth that much gold, so that is obviously very worth. Double kill on Sejuani. So tanky right now.
Huge.
And Sejuani rushed, and it looks like Shen's going to go in on Sejuani is attacking. I think Sejuani will actually be okay there because here comes your friendly neighborhood Jinx, and Shen is forced to
Sejuani
flash
was
away.
literally ignoring Shen that fight.
He was unconcerned.
The attacks were going towards the minion wave because they're just like, I want the turret.
As
And they get it.
We got the Yuumi ult coming in. It looks like Ezreal might be a little bit cut out. We got the Shen ult coming down. Ezreal ult coming down as well. Shen is really low on life. I don't know if that was the
there was
best
the
ult
Jinx
possible.
rocket.
And then we got the hard carry for Old Man Gaming coming in.
Where did
we got
that
the
come
Ord
from?
ult coming in from the other side. And it looks like he actually missed it. He wasn't
did.
able to return it. We got that true damage ultimate coming in from Vel'Koz. We got so much damage coming down. Murray State is so tanky though. Ezreal dished out damage, and Ord doesn't even care. Look at this man. He will be knocked up under tower. He does pop the stopwatch. Looks like Shen's going to go down to a double kill for Senna, and Ord makes it out. And everyone on Murray State is happy, healthy, and
There
good
is
to be
a
alive.
Rift Herald in the Nexus right now.
It's just
It
it's
didn't
just
walk there. They put it there.
because they could.
Because
and
they could.
tank tower the entire time they were putting it.
Now
there.
I'm gonna reiterate a tip I got when we were playing together. Don't summon the Rift Herald right next to a turret. Because the turret can put off shots while it's getting ready.
Yep. And it will do less damage.
It will do less damage.
It seems to have worked out okay.
Yeah, I don't think Murray State really cared, and they're just gonna go ahead and.
Are they gonna pick up the dragon? What?
KG's a little show button there. Hang on, you don't need to go back. Let me heal you.
Let me just
Bang.
heal you up, and we can take this dragon.
Let me shoot you back to life. The
Kinda
Anna
like
Overwatch.
yeah, exactly.
We've got you going here. And that's going to be a third Drake for Murray State. 5 towers, 14 kills, to 9 kills, 0 towers, 0 Drakes on the side of Old Man Gaming.
And almost a 10,000 gold lead here on the part of Murray State. And the later you go, the less gold matters.
Right.
But 10,000 is 10,000.
Having 10,000 gold this
that's
early.
3 items.
Yeah, that's a ton.
Maybe 4, depending on which items.
That's 3 big items.
3.5. Yeah, that's 3 chunky items or 4 little bitty items. Yeah.
That's mega
To put it
chungus.
technically, I hope I didn't leave anyone
We're-
in chat behind for
We're
that.
going to go young
Yeah.
talk. Those are some chungus items, I
Big
believe.
chungus items there.
Orn is a thick boy.
It's a dummy thing.
Yep.
THIQUE. That's
we
that's
gotta.
how the cool
We'll have
people
to
spell
stop
it now.
there. We don't want to finish out that internet video.
So, especially from a jungle perspective. Oh, I want to quick point here at the Warmogs that Sejuani built.
Yeah.
That is an outstanding item to rush in favor of another one because the big carry on Old Man Gaming is Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz's big appeal is she does true damage. The counter to true damage is you build so much life that even if they do 500 true damage, it doesn't matter. Exactly.
Yep.
So if you build Warmogs, which gives you 800 health, which is absolutely insane, but basically no other stats,
Right.
then Vel'Koz, their main carry, is just not going to do that much.
Right.
He just runs in and you do true damage, but it doesn't matter. He's got too much life for it to make a difference.
And Warmogs isn't that expensive.
No, it's $28.50.
Yeah,
I believe.
It's a fairly cheap item.
Very cheap for what you get for it. We got another fight in the top lane. Shen consistently trying to 1v1 these champions, and generally he actually does pretty well. We got 3 coming to the top lane. We got that ult hitting it. Shen is going to taunt away. Yumi's going to pop in and heal them. They're going to start sieging this top tower. I think Old Man Gaming will have to give this. It's a 4v3, and they don't have Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz actually just showed up. Looks like they might try and save this, and that root unfortunately does hit a minion. But Murray State is so tanky that KG says, screw it, we're going to get the tower anyway.
Murray
we
State
don't
is
need
so
minions.
tanking right now. Yeah, that the support
We are the minions.
is taking tower shots. No big deal. I got this.
I can heal us back up because
Right.
I'm Senna.
Because
and
I'm Senna. And
that's what Senna does.
kind of busted. Not really. She's actually in a really good spot.
The nerfs were good. I'm happy with most of the nerfs.
Now let's look at the builds here for
Yes.
Scraw and KG real quick.
Yes.
Scraw has gone his pretty standard ADC build. I'm kind of wondering if they almost couldn't both kind of split ADC items.
Right.
The way they've been able to play, they get the Barons, wonderful play there. No real contest, so we didn't really point it out. But could they possibly have,
Oh, we got an engage coming in from the Sejuani. Yumio coming down. Looks like he's going to stun 3 people. That was an outstanding disengage from Old Man Gaming. And it looks like they're just going to back off and then try and defend the base, wait out the Baron.
Yep.
And I'm looking at it. What is Old Man Gaming's win condition right here? Aside from Vel'Koz, there's everything that Old Man Gaming has, Murray State has better. Old Man Gaming has hard engage tanks. Well, so does Murray State now with how tanky Orange
Right.
and Sejuani have gotten.
And Senna.
Getting fed. And Senna, because Senna. Old Man Gaming has solid damage coming off from that Vel'Koz, but now Jinx is really far ahead and Senna's really far ahead, so Murray State has more damage. Yumi's got that stun, but so does Ornn, and so does Senna, and so does Orianna.
Right.
It just seems like it's going to be difficult to come back. I think in order to come back, it's going to be more Murray State messing up than it is Old Man Gaming doing really well.
Which can happen.
Which,
but
yes.
They are playing so
Historically.
much better lately.
Yes.
And it's been night and day for Murray State. They're really starting to make their place in the North Conference as far as Riot Games Collegiate Series is concerned. I'm really, really amazed with their...
Sejuani going in. He doesn't take damage. He just
gonna
he's
be
there.
there, yeah.
And Vel'Koz, he did build Leandry Storm, which does 8% damage, 8% total health as a burn.
Helping with that
It's
true
really good
damage.
considering how tanky they are. I would love to see, what I want to see Vel'Koz building right here is Umbrella Nomicon and then a Void Staff. And ooh, we got a flash coming in from Olaf. It looks like he will take down the Jinx. That's beautiful. Taunt coming out from Shen. KG will go down as well. We got that Ornn ult coming out. He's just going to choose to back off. Easy Fox. Will he manage to make it away? Ornn coming in, knocking up all 3 of them, but we got the Vel'Koz ult coming in. I think Ornn can actually do a lot of damage here. He takes down Easy Fox is godlike. We got the Vel'Koz coming in. It looks like Ornn is going to go down to the Shen, and they're going to try and chase down this Sejuani, which I think they can do because Shen will dash, and right after he does, yeah, Yumi Q. We got the dash right there, and it looks like they're going to go down for possibly the first ace. Nope. Blackwing is still top lane. We got to shut down.
Another turret.
Ooh, we got the ult coming down. Will be able to kill him. Ezreal's coming in, trying to lay out some damage, but the minions are so tanky that they will not be able to do anything. But they did open up the top lane.
And that's going to cost them a dragon.
And that will, cost them a dragon. They are still about 8,000-ish gold ahead.
Only up 2 kills now, but 8 turrets.
But 8 turrets. And that is, and 3 dragons. So it looks like Murray State's
and they
gonna
might
contest.
actually
They're
steal this
choosing
dragon.
to back off of it, actually, which is an interesting decision. I want to see all of Old Man Gaming come down right now to do this, and I actually think Shen's going to go down right here with all the damage coming out.
Well, where did Ornn come from?
And Ornn just teleported into the back. Yumi going on to the Olaf, desperately trying to keep him alive, and it looks like this was a turn. They had that so much gold, and they just weren't able to capitalize on it. They didn't. I don't think anyone went back and fought. And Ord going in. Ezreal does manage to live. We got that Vel'Koz ult coming in, and then Olaf does go down. Yumi will go down as well.
It took quite a bit of damage, but they
Ord is under tower, and doesn't appear to be any the worse for it. Triple kill coming off from Scraw. He is now 6-2.
I don't know if you've noticed, but Ornn is actually... Pizzeria seems a little impatient on that ulti. It's like, hurry up, little ram. Where are you at? I want to fight.
I want to fight now. Why do you take so long to get to me? And it's kind of looking like
the base is broke open.
With triple,
this will probably be round 1 in favor of Murray State University.
And so looking at this right now, just on the assumption that Murray State is able to close it out here, they don't mess up significantly enough to make a difference. What do you want to see Old Man Game do on round 2? Ooh, we got that beautiful Shen ult coming in with a Yuumi ult as well, and it looks like they're actually just going to back off because they just cannot do that much damage to them right now.
Murray State's just going to walk away. They're like, you know,
and do they have Dragon Soul?
Yes, they do have Dragon Soul, but it is Cloud Drake Dragon Soul. So movement speed?
So you're a little faster.
Or ultimate cooldown it does?
Yep, 10% ultimate cooldown, and then 50% out of combat movement speed.
Something
40%.
like that. I'd need to refresh on those. But yeah, I mean, I honestly thought Murray State was going to lose that dragon, but they just sort of showed up, and Old Man Gaming had to back away. The level lead is definitely in favor of Murray State. What does Old Man Gaming do next game? Hard to say, honestly. They'll probably ban the Ornn.
Yes.
Because I was really surprised to see them ban the Vlad and not the Ornn first. Usually, Pizzeria and Scraw get bullied in the bans.
Yes.
They lock out ADCs, they lock out Tots. But Old Man Gaming went for a more mixed ban to try to stop one character for all of them. I don't think they should do that. They should definitely focus bans on 2 players.
Yes.
Really lock down the pool they have available. And that will probably hurt Murray State. Hopefully they're not watching.
Do we have any Old Man Gaming fans in the chat?
You know, if you do, cheer on your team, man. They're
yeah,
awesome,
absolutely. It looks like Olaf is going to go in. Not going to be able to get that. They don't have vision on the rest of the team, so it's best that he backed off.
Now that's a terrifying idea there. Yuumi attached to Olaf.
Yes, very fast.
Yeah, he's super fast, pops unstoppable, and then Yuumi just pews.
Yes.
That's not a bad little build.
Yuumi slows you down, Ornn speeds you up, and you run people down. So looking at this right now, I would say I think you're right, and they should ban out Pizzeria and Scraw.
I'm a spy.
And
right, yeah.
Your very own vice president, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a sneaky boy. Yeah, banning out Scraw and Pizzeria. Not to say that banning out Easy Fox and KG isn't also a good idea.
Right.
But those are your 2 most flexible players for Murray State that I know of. KG plays a lot of supports, but it's support.
Exactly, but it's a support. And looking at it, I don't think they need to worry about jungle too much because Sejuani is not a champion that needs to get fed, if you know what I mean. Like, they can play in such a way that the jungle doesn't get fed. He can have an impact, but you just don't give up kills on him because his objective is to farm the jungle and get objectives.
Yep.
That's what he does. And it looks like Murray State is just pushing all their lanes. They're kind of just going to let the minions, you know, you got to focus on one thing. Do you fight the enemies? Do you fight the minions? Olaf is going in deep, but we got that Ornn ulti coming down. Easy Fox does take down Ezreal. Jinx is actually taken down by Yuumi, which is unfortunate because Olaf could have used that gold. And then KG does take down Shed maybe, and then Yuumi goes down, but not to that ult. And Orianna got a kill, which I believe was their objective, to get Orianna a kill.
To get Orianna a kill.
It was more of a support Orianna this game.
Look at this jungle.
But the jungle
10, 2, and 5.
Jungle diff.
Jung diff, for sure. Amazing plays. Murray State University takes match 1 in this best of 3 series against Old Man Gaming. And we will be back as soon as they are ready for the next game.